Welcome to Good News Conversations. I'm your host, Gino Gutierrez. This show is presented by the Jewish Community Center of Greater Albuquerque. If you enjoy our podcast, please like and subscribe, and consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Albuquerque Journal to help us bring you more content like this. You can find this episode and all of our podcasts on the Albuquerque Journal website, abqjournal.com, as well as on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Be sure to see the show notes for a discount on a digital subscription. Thank you for supporting the Albuquerque Journal, New Mexico's leading local news source. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of Good News Conversations here on the Albuquerque Journal Podcast Network. I'm your host, Gino Gutierrez, and this episode is proudly sponsored by the Jewish Community Center of Greater Albuquerque. On today's episode, we talk about Ezra Shalav, who celebrated his 23rd birthday at the JCC this past Friday with a surprise birthday gift from family, friends, and other community service members.
Looking for a place where everyone in your family can thrive? The Jewish Community Center of Greater Albuquerque is your local hub for wellness, learning, and connection. Whether it's our state-of-the-art fitness center, early childhood programs, or vibrant cultural events, there's something for everyone. Everyone is welcome at the JCC. Join us and be part of a diverse community that supports your whole family's growth and happiness. Visit jccabq.org to learn more.
On a typical day, you can find Ezra Shalav up early in the gym at the Jewish Community Center of Greater Albuquerque, shooting baskets, or even playing in the occasional pickup game. Ezra has been a fixture at the JCC since he took a job as a custodian 3 years ago, and his love of basketball has only continued to grow as he's played more games alongside community center members. On Friday, though, Ezra got a great surprise from his family, friends, and fellow community center members when they surprised him with a birthday banner, cake, and even played a basketball scrimmage game with him as well. Ezra was obviously caught by surprise. He was playing a pickup game at the time when all of a sudden a group of individuals came in carrying a banner that read "Happy Birthday, Ezra," singing "Happy Birthday," surprising the young man who obviously could not keep a smile off of his face. It was really awesome to be there. I was there alongside Journal staff writer Kevin Opsahl, and you could just see Kevin's face light up and how excited he was that these people took time out of their days to make sure that his birthday was extra special. So everybody that was involved in the event on Friday wore special Team Ezra t-shirts, which was really, really cool to see. There were pom-poms, there was cheering, and everybody who was in the gym took a minute to stop and wish Ezra a happy birthday. Ezra is a very, very special individual to the JCC. As I mentioned, he's worked there for 3 years as a staff member, and he has really just grown to be a fixture at the community center. But it's really basketball that is Ezra's great love. He has played this sport for many, 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 many years. He loves it. He, has dreams of actually becoming a professional basketball player. He told Kevin when he was interviewing him that he really wants to be a part of an NBA G League team someday, which is awesome dreams. Ezra has cerebral palsy, but he doesn't view his disability as really a disability. He just views it as a different ability and doesn't see it as something that could hold him back from being able to achieve his dream one day of playing professional basketball. So as after the celebration happened and after the birthday song was sang and the cake was cut, Ezra and a couple dozen of his community center members and friends engaged in a basketball scrimmage game, which was awesome to see. They were running up and down the court. Ezra was making sure to get beyond the three-point arc anytime he had a chance to take a three-point shot, and you could just see how excited he was that he was being honored on his birthday, and really how amazing it was that these community center members took time out of their day to make sure his was so special. And I think that in of itself was probably the most impactful thing of this entire story, is the fact that these people loved and cared about Ezra so much that they wanted to be a part of his birthday. One person in particular, Chris Blackwell, who's a personal trainer, is very close to Ezra. He works out with him, and he debates who the greatest basketball player of all time is with Ezra a lot. But he said, quote, "He's my boy, he's my guy," and he has the dreams of being the best basketball player he can be. which that quote in of itself just encapsulates Ezra and his love for the game and his love for the people in his life. One really interesting thing and one really interesting guest that was at the scrimmage on Friday was Don Flanagan, who coached the Lobos women's basketball team from 1995 to 2011. And Flanagan said something that really kind of struck me as I read the article. He said that Ezra is a great role model for effort and, quote, I've seen a lot of players that play at a high level that don't love the game of basketball as much as Ezra does, which really just goes to show you if Don Flanagan, who is surrounded by, college basketball players who, put their time, effort, and blood, sweat, and tears into basketball, if he's saying that Ezra's passion for the game is even higher than what he's seen in some of those players, that really just gives you some indication of how much this game means to Ezra, how much he loves it, and how determined he is to really achieve his dreams. So it was a very, very special day on Friday at the JCC as Ezra Shalav celebrated his 23rd birthday among friends, family, and also other community service members. And it was just awesome to be there and witness that, and wishing Ezra a belated happy birthday as he continues to pursue his dream of playing professional basketball, and wishing him nothing but the best in that journey. So a very cool story to feature here for the Journal's Good News Conversation podcast, and looking forward to sharing more of those stories as they come forward. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Keep an eye out for this episode and all episodes here on the Albuquerque Journal Podcast Network.